third or fourth game I played with him, and I don't particularly remember the game. I know that I did well this game from Law Recorder, but as far as what happens during the game, your guess is as good as mine. Now everyone starts off, same as normal, it's probably alt-tabbed, but I go Regrowth Pendant Potion, and I start Wolves. It was a guide released by Odd One, based on Doom's Maokai guide. So I follow that route, because this is one of the first games I've done. Here I'm just telling them I might be a little late to blue. I'm still trying to get acquainted with Maokai at this point. So I told him I'm going to be a little late. I don't think he cares. Shen is actually on voice chat with me. He's one of my buddies. So he agrees to stay around and help me out.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
So around 105 I start throwing saplings. You get 2 down, and this gives you enough time to regenerate some mana. And then after that, you throw one where it hits them all at 140, and that extra little damage means you have one auto attack on blue, and you kill all the wraiths. It's pretty awesome. And then you go from there straight to blue. Now Maokai really needs early blues. I usually take the first 2 blues, maybe more. He is extremely mana dependent if you're ganking a lot. Turn this off. Sound down a little bit. I'm sure you don't want to hear giant exploding tree things. So I'm going right over to blue. They start the leash. I'm not that late at all. Cat leashes it. Shen helps me beat it up. Zoom out a little bit. Well, this is all standard so far. Now Maokai, the reason you play him is because he has really strong ganks. I see these people are kind of coming up here to take my blue, but I finish the blue and get out. I know that they don't have enough to walk in and steal my blue from me when it was at that low health, so I just knew I had smite, finished the blue, let my laners get out, and everything worked out just fine. But you play Maokai because he's an extremely strong gank. So if you really, there's a class of junglers that are very tanky and good at initiating and ganking lanes early and often, and these are champions like Skarner, Rammus, and Maokai falls into that category. So the goal when you're playing him is not to carry your game. He doesn't do enough damage to carry a game. Your goal is to gank lanes to help your carries win the game. So I'm walking around now, picking up all the jungle. As you can see, most of my lanes aren't gankable right now. Bottom's gankable, but I'm really far from bottom, and I was telling Jay Moore not to engage, but he did. It happens. So I'm looking, I see the Fizz is engaging on Mal's. Lee Sin is pretty much dominating Nasus, and he does a pretty good job this game, I remember. So, because none of the lanes are particularly gankable, I also don't have my Twisted Advance yet. I'm just picking up the rest of my jungle. I'll probably have to recall after this, because I'm low. No, I'm crazy. Going right for mid. Let's break away this here. Yeah, I see that Malzahar's pretty low. I ping for Fizz to go in, and I'm going to flash Twisted Advance, and he's dead before he can do anything. And that's really, like, right there is the power of Maokai. Malzahar was at over half of his health, and, you know, one flash W, EQ, and he's done. You know, Fizz helped. But he just got rocked, and he had no idea. So I see that bottom's having trouble. I'm going bottom now. I'm probably not going to go top for a while because Lee Sin is doing really well against Nasus. You can see up there. I'm checking it periodically, but Lee Sin is really dominating. Jay Moore here, I told him to wait for me, and he started a fight anyway. But I come in to clean it up. And so I get in here. Cat has a pretty good play, picks up a kill on Alistair, and on Misfortune there. It was a really good play by her. Yeah, and there you go. Nasus just killed. Or Lee Sin just killed Nasus. Alright, now I'm pretty low life. My blue just ran off. I'm gonna try and pick up a camp or two before I go back. It's a bit of a bad habit I have. You shouldn't really be getting up to 1300, 1400 gold. If I were to go back, I wouldn't lose much time and I would have a Philostone, so I'd be making more gold in the long run. And I'm really slow, I don't have boots, so don't do this. So even if you don't necessarily need to go back, sometimes going back to buy is beneficial. But I don't think I go back for a long time in this game. I just stick around the jungle, keep ganking. Man, I'm always watching my runes. You know, I see that Fizz and Mal's are still doing the back and forth. They're still winning on top. Fizz takes down Mal's. And that's Malefic Visions for you. So right here I notice Nasus is really low. I see that Lee Sin's dominating him. So I'm gonna walk in. We're gonna dive him. I think he actually kills him before I get there. Oh, just kidding. Alright, we just saw Udir was here. So I'm here to support. Nasus decides to get hit with another Q. And I follow Lee Sin out. Just to make sure he gets out alright. And then I have to get out myself because I can't really 1v1 Udir, but Lee Sin misses his Q, so we're just out. Mid's gone missing, so we're really leaving. This Lee Sin does turn around. I think we pick up a kill on Udir. I'm out of mana for my snare, so. And that was that. He didn't have his flash. I think he messages afterwards. His flash is the reason he didn't pick up that kill on Udir. But it's okay. We still did a lot of work. We killed Nasus. Stopped the jungle farm. Overall, it was a good exchange. I'm just picking up my wraiths right now. And then I'm gonna go back. See, I go back with around 1700 gold. I probably could have done it way earlier and been more useful to that gank because I would have had mana to kill Udir as opposed to just running after him like a lumbering tree. But it's all stuff you have to work on when you play. So far my gank has secured a kill in mid and gotten Fizz a bit ahead. It's secured 2 kills on bottom for Katarina. If you notice I only have 1 kill, which is fine. You're not really aiming for kills on Maokai. As I said, his cooldowns and ratios really prevent him from doing a lot of damage. He can do good and great supplemental damage for like a level 4 gank or a level 6 gank, but he doesn't do the carry style damage because of his cooldowns and ratios. So play him a more like Nunu and trying to give kills. So here I noticed some action going down in mid. Fizz was a bit too crazy. So I see Malzahar's there. I was almost going to flash Sapling, but I didn't. I saw Udir went towards blue, so I'm just picking up his wraiths really quick. Maokai's pretty good like that. Lee Sin gets in a fight here. Don't remember if he lives or not. I'm on my way. He was close enough that I could come and fight with him. He goes down and around. I think Nasus lands a huge Siphon Strike on him. Oh no, he got out. It's pretty awesome. Lee Sin OP. Bottom lane's still doing just fine. After Cat picked up those kills, she's doing much better on bottom lane. So notice blue's back up, going to go pick that up. And I see that bottom's in a fight, but it's not something they should have done, that's for sure. I'm on my way down just in case they dive. In this case, I came down and I saved Jay Moore. Alistair would have rocked him. That was a stupid idea. We shouldn't do that. And almost had a hero sapling, but did not. Fizz comes down. The CVS here. But Fizz is insane, so he goes in anyway. Which is good. He picked up a kill, he had high enough life to bounce out, so it was a good play by Fizz. Got Malzahar trailing us. So because Mouse is trailing us, I assume he's coming to our blue. So I sit in that bush for a bit just to make sure he's not coming. If he were coming and he started blue without us thinking there, it would be a free kill for us. So that's the reason why that happened. I took this blue because I'm really low on mana. And I'm trying to be able to gank these lanes frequently. And once again, I'm still new with Maokai at this point, so trying to just efficiently jungle and get my farm up. And this is one of the benefits of the new jungle. You can just sit and farm if you want. You can come out and gank if you want. Here I probably shouldn't have come out. He's not pushed that far. I'm wasting a lot of experience right now. So I do this a lot. Something I'm trying to fix. I get really bloodthirsty because I play with a lot of my friends who aren't great. We end up diving him here. Udyr comes. We pick up the kill. I think I get killed from... It was a really good bear stance right there by Udyr, getting that extra tower hit in. So, like I said, it was not a good idea to go there. We did pick up a kill on Malzahar, but it doesn't really matter. We could have just been patient and picked up a kill later. Jay Moore ulted in far too late. He should have ulted me. And he's leaving, I think, Cat to die. She has to run away, they're diving her. Now, I see that they're diving her, I come right to them. I just picked up my Shirelias, so I'm on my way. They back off, so I'm now going to help bottom tower. I'm not sure if it's going to live through this. So I want to go down and see what's going on. And this, like, switching between lanes, I actually do that in-game as well. A lot. Just to see. Sometimes you can't see the health bars because I may not have been looking there at that exact time. But you always want to be looking at the lanes. You know, you see this is pushed up, so you want to see what's going on. Like, is that tower going to go down? Does it need help? See this here. You want to see what's going on. Ping it if you have to. You know, to have Fizz come support, even if you can't make it. I think Alistair... No, he didn't... He might have been looking somewhere else when we jumped on top of him, because he stood there for the first couple seconds, and then he healed and walked away, but he was dead at that point. We see Udyr's coming, so I ping for us to get out. Chasing them away. They're pretty scared of me at this point. Being snared by me is not only a lot of damage, but if there's any of my team there, it's pretty much a guaranteed kill. Which is the reason why he does so well. So here I am checking top lane. Lee Sin's still doing fine against Nasus. Going to support mid tower because Fizz is doing a number on it. So I see that Udir's coming. I do the whole one lane rule, and I go down to support whether or not there's a fight. I'm here. And that's really important because if they had burned a flash or something of that sort to get on to our lane, by the time we would be getting low in health, I'm already here. So I see the Udir's going up. Fizz is here. And then we just jump on him right here. His flash is not up, so we pick up a kill. We notice that Malzahar's missing, but Lee Sin is on his way as well. So we're looking for Malzahar. We know he's in here somewhere, or was in here, so we're fishing around for him. Alistair decided to kill himself by being curious. Overall, not a good plan. Here I'm gonna dive. I think, yeah, we're gonna dive right ahead. I'm personally not a fan of diving. I pop Shirelias so we can get in and out quickly. Solo queue diving is always risky. I'm always wary of doing it, but actually the dives in this game have worked out really well. Mostly because the enemy really just wasn't playing right. They should have left. You know, like that Nasus getting hit with the Q earlier. It was just a bad plan. No, Fizz is jumping on Udir here. I snare him so that he can't go after Fizz to secure kill him, and also I take tower aggro. I tried to time it so that by the time Fizz got out of tower, I would be taking the aggro instead of Katarina. So that worked out really well. I took the hits, we got the kill. Fizz remarking how he likes his character. Oh, and she did. She got yelled at by Malzahar. Looks like I'm just doing nothing here. I actually think I was looking up what items to buy in the middle of this game. A good Shen ult there. Couldn't see the health bars, but worked out. So now that we're in more of the mid game, the objective for Maokai really is just to be there to soak up damage, to be a tanky initiator. You gotta use your ult for utility, but there's not too much ganking to be done once the towers are down. Their towers are still up, but people are really all over the place at this point. Fizz has been bottom lane for a couple minutes, and just farming up now. Bottom lane just got their turret. Here I am. I think I give red to Lee Sin here. It's better on him. On Skarner, I actually give people my buffs all the time. So the exception, I don't give my first two blue buffs away. But past that, I give blue and red away because they're much better. You know, Lee Sin with red is much better than Maokai with red. We're gonna try and go around on Nasus. Since he has red, he has slow. But Nasus is Nasus. I think we end up taking him down. But huge body. Snared him again. That was a pretty good exchange.
Your turret has been destroyed.
And this is another thing you want to do. I noticed after I ganked that lane that the tower was low, but I knew that Lee Sin could probably take it down on his own. So I went back to farming. And then I came mid to help Fizz, who didn't need help, but trying to pick up on kills on Alistair. It was a great fish there by him. Fish into snare, just strong. Really strong. I mean, that's one of the things. Maokai has a lot of utility, almost like Warwick or Skarner. If you're out of position, you're going to get snared, and it's probably going to kill you, because the snare brings, like right now, 115 just for hitting you, and then it's another 200. So, it's good stuff. That was Maokai, the power of the tree. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Victory!